Hey, what is chillin' YouTube? Figler here with another black and white UU match just to show off my team. Give any suggestions if you feel like doing so. If you feel like there's anything I could correct on it, go ahead. So let's just get this match started now. And basically, I'm just gonna lead off with Rosary because it's the best standard lead I do have for this team, and it does very well of a job. So he's gonna lead off with his Zork, which is disguised as Mew, and I'm gonna switch to Snorlax just because I could take a Psychic on any side of the defenses, and I can also take a Flamethrower, and he's gonna go for the Flamethrower, which automatically proves it is the Zork. So beyond a doubt, so he's gonna get the Life Orb Recoil, which really doesn't prove a set, but yeah. So he's gonna go for Focus Blast. I know it could take one, but I won't be taking it too well, and I could strike back with a Body Slam. So that is what I'm going to proceed to do, and luckily as I go for this Body Slam, I am actually going to get the Paralyzation, and it just shows that it is the Zork because the illusion wears off. So I'm in a fairly good position. I could go for another Body Slam, but I'm going to switch out to my Heracross just to take another Focus Blast and waste his Life Orb Recoil, but he's actually going to go for a Sucker Punch, which I find a bit awkward. But I'm just going to kill it off with a close combat, as he probably goes for a Flamethrower. So this is a very good position for me. I don't know why people run Zork as leads anymore, because it's a fairly obvious tactic, but oh well. So he's going to go into his Jolteon, which is obviously Specs, because that is the most common set, and that's the one I'm predicting. So he's going to go for a Hidden Power Fire. No, he's going to go for a Volt Switch, trying to scout me. Good move on his part. So that's going to bring me down very, very low. And he's going to send in his Roserade to try to kill me off. But luckily, due to the thick fat and the massive amount of HP and bulk that Snorlax has, this HP Ice or Fire will not take me out. I'm saying Fire just because how common that move is. So I'm going to get all my HP back thanks to a rest, and I can Sleep Talk and start whirlwinding his team or Body Slamming, whichever comes up. Hopefully not too many rests come up in this kind of case, but either way, I'm pretty fortunate to be able to save my Snorlax at this point. So I'm going to go for a Sleep Talk, and luckily I do get the Whirlwind instead of really anything. So he's going to get sent out into his Mew, and this is not a very good case because I know these things go with Aura Sphere, as you'll see now. And it's going to do about half, I do believe, maybe a little more than half, I'm not exactly sure. No, it does less than half, that's great. So I'm going to go for another Sleep Talk, and I'm actually going to get a rest, unfortunately, instead of a Body Slam or anything. But yeah, so here I know I'm going to have to break out of my sleep, and I'm going to go for another rest, predicting him to go for a Aura Sphere, but he's actually going to go for a Nasty Plot, which is very, very unsettling and unfortunate. So I guess he doesn't know the EVs of a Whirlwind Snorlax, or he just didn't know. But he's actually going to go for a Psycho Shock, expecting my defenses to be lower, but in fact they're actually a bit higher by just a few points. So I'm going to be able to survive that fairly well, just under half, even though he is at +2. So I'm going to go for my Sleep Talk, and I'm going to get a Body Slam, luckily, and I do get Paralyzation once again. I am very fortunate with this, and I'm happy about that, but his Synchronize will fail due to my being asleep. So my lefty's recovery will kick in, and I'm going to have to switch out into my Registeel, just because I really want to have Registeel take this thing. I need to preserve my Snorlax just for Roserade or anything. So I'm going to go for an Iron Head, just trying to get the flinch or the Paralyzation, whatever comes up. And he's going to break through all that, and he's going to go for an Aura Sphere. So that's actually not going to KO even at +2 with Life Orb, which is very, very fortunate for me, I should say, because Registeel just proves that he's a boss here. And I'm going to go for another Iron Head, guaranteeing KO because his Life Orb brought his health down just to enough. So basically, he's going to send in his Jolteon, trying to clean up on what his Mew failed to do. And I know I could counter this basically with my Roserade, I should say. So he's going to take a Specs T-Bolt very, very well, to be honest. Even though it is resisted, but it's Specs, so I did not expect Roserade to take it out well, but he does. So I'm going to predict him to switch into his own Roserade, and I'm going to go for an HP Fire. I could guarantee it's an HP Fire just because I know my Roserade, and it's going to hit this to about half, which is surprised me, but it does tell me that it is a very offensive Roserade. The common set with Sleep Powder, which he does go for, and it does hit for him, so that's fortunate for him, not for me. But I'm gonna stay in here this turn, expecting him to double sleep powder, but that's only, I don't see people do that too often, even though it is a very good tactic. So he's gonna just go for an HP fire ice, and that's only gonna do about a fourth or so. So yeah, my defensive rose raid is very, very helpful. So I'm gonna have to switch out now just to get the natural cure helpfulness of, yeah, and just cure my status, and basically his HP fires won't be doing much to Snorlax. So as you see there, it does less than Lefty's recovery. I don't know, we'll try to go for a Leaf Storm, trying to like basically get any damage you can on my Snorlax. So I'm just gonna go into Rose Raid just to take that very, very well, because it is quad resisted, and Rose Raid has a very respectable special defensive stat with these EVs. So basically I'm at a little under half, and I know I could take this thing out with an HP fire. But luckily for me, he does miss his sleep powder, which is the only thing stopping me from doing so. And so that is a dead Rose Raid, really. So I'm looking very good, because his main setup threats are dead, I do believe. He only has his Escavalier, his Jolteon, and that's really all that I remember. So I'm going to switch out here, and he's going to go for a Pursuit. The reason I didn't go for an HP Fire is because I calculated it, and it only does about 70%. And I really didn't want to have to sack my Rose Raid for only 70% damage if I could send in something to try to like help it finish it off. But unfortunately, he does predict that, and he does kill me off. So I'm going to scare it out with my Heracross, and I'm going to go for a close combat. I guess he expected me not to be banded or something, because he sends in his Suicune just to take it. Doesn't take it that well. So here I'm guessing he's yeah, he's a offensive Calm Mind variant, and he just hits me with a Hydro Pump. Luckily, even though I'm at -1 special defense and regular defense, I do live this with 22 HP, and I'm able to kill it off with another close combat. So that's, Heracross is just looking very well. So now all he has left is his Escavalier and his Jolteon, and he decides to send out his Jolteon trying to clean me up. And I'm going to switch out into my Gligar just to take the T-Bolt and basically counteract it, because I'm immune to it. So I'm just gonna go for an Earthquake, hitting his Escavalier for neutral damage, and it doesn't do too much. It's about 4-hit KO since he is a Choice Band variant. So I'm just gonna keep going for EQ, trying to take it out, and I knew I could take his hits fairly well, but for some reason he decides to go to U-turn over Iron Head for some reason. But oh well, because that's his bad, not mine. But so I know I can take it out in the next hit, and his next return is going to do me over under half. So, blah. So, yeah. That is a dead Escavalier. Now all he has left is his Jolteon. Here I went to Medicham, wanting to clean up this match faster with a high jump kick, and knowing that I could take a Specs HP Ice or Fire, since it is like not even stab or anything. So, yeah. I'm going to take that fairly well. I'm going to go for a high jump kick, but unfortunately I do miss. That is going to cost me my Medicham, and it is going to drag out the turn in one more match. And so, yeah, I'm just going to send in my Snorlax this turn, and he's going to take any of his hits very well. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a Sleep Talk just because I am sleep. And luckily I do get the Body Slam. And as you see here, seeing I have no attack investment, it will not be a OHKO, and it will only do slightly under half. So he's gonna run here just to preserve my time and his. So good game. Comment, like, and subscribe, you guys. See you next time.